Time having arrived, I call the meeting of the City Council to order. And if you could just all please stand and salute our beautiful flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Well, councilors, welcome to our second council meeting in March. I see quite a few guests in the audience here. So, Mr. Clerk, item 1.
Item 1, we have the acceptance of the minutes of the March 11th, 2024 City Council meeting.
That will be accepted and placed on file.
We have the reappointment of Ms. Jean Fuller-Jones of Brockton, Mass. to serve on the Council on Aging as a member for a 3-year term, expiring April 2027.
That will be referred to the Committee on Finance.
We have the reappointment of Ms. Joyce Foran-Voris of Brockton, Mass. to the Conservation Commission as a member for a 3-year term ending March 2027.
That, too, will be referred to the Committee on Finance.
Hearings, we have the petition of LV14 Auto Body, Silvestre Vaz of Blue Hill Ave, Roxbury, Mass. for a motor vehicle repair mechanical license and motor vehicle repair body license transfer, located at 71 Plain Street, Brockton, Mass. 02301.
Councilor Nacastro, I believe you have a motion that you want to...
Yes, Mr. President, at this time, I've spoken to the applicant, Mr. Vaz. We'd like to postpone this to the next Finance Committee meeting in 2 weeks. There are some technical matters to be worked out.
Second.
A motion has been properly made and second to postpone this to our next FinCom. All those in favor? All those opposed? It so carries.
Thank you.
Number 5.
We have the petition of Yusuf Jishi, YJ Automotive LLC of 682 Plain Street, Marshfield, Mass. for the motor vehicle repair license mechanical transfer, located at 359 Belmont Street, Brockton, Mass. In City Clerk's office, December 5th, 2023. Hearing assigned for March 25, 2024. The Fire Department has no objections on the MVR mechanical license transfer. All paperwork is on file.
Time having arrived, I declare this hearing open. Is there anyone in the audience who is in favor of this petition? If so, please approach and give your name. Anyone?
Yes.
Welcome, sir.
Hello. Yusuf Jishi,
An address.
682 Plain Street, Marshfield.
Councilors, anybody? Councilor
Mr. President, this is a Ward 1 business. I know the Ward 1 councilor is on his way. The existing owner, Mr. George Swiding, did call me and asked if he needed to be here this evening. I told him he actually didn't, because it's just a transfer. I believe everything is staying the same. It's just a transfer of the license. This is the new owner that's here, and I know Councilor Minicello says he has had no opposition. They keep their properties really well maintained, and this is a good business in the city, so he supports them.
Thank you, Councilor. Is there anyone else here in favor of this petition? If not, I'll declare that you're in favor?
I am.
Well, you can speak from right up.
Yes, I'm in favor. I know Joseph well. I frequent the place. It's a well-kept, well-run industry, and I think he's good for the city of Brockton. Good luck with it continue.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Councilor. Is anyone else? I declare that portion closed. Is there anyone in here in opposition to this petition? If not, I declare that portion closed as well. Now the question comes on granting by hand vote.
Just a question, Mr.
Yes,
President. I believe there are residents here that maybe I want to make sure they had questions, if their questions have been answered, if they have anything. Okay, thank you.
We're all set? All right, thank you. The question comes in a form of a hand vote. All those in favor of granting? All those opposed? It's so granted. Number 6, sir. Huh?
Item 6, petition of David Lynch of 30 Quincy Street, Brockton, Mass. for a garage license located at 2432 Knapp Center, Brockton, Mass. In City Clerk's office, February 23rd, 2023. Hearing assigned for March 25th, 2024. Fire Department has no objections on the garage license. All paperwork is on file.
Good evening, Mr. President. Attorney Jake Creedon.
I got to open the public hearing.
Oh, sorry.
First. Time having arrived, I declare this hearing open. Is there anyone in favor of this petition?
Yes, I am
If
in
so,
favor.
please state your name and address and all the other above things. that
Thank you, Mr.
normally-
President. Attorney Jake Creedon with David Lynch, the owner. We're talking about 24 to 32 Knapp Center, which is up off of West Chestnut Street. David owns little 8+ acres there and has already moved several of the licenses and things to that location from the end of Montello Street. You have to have, as you know, a garage license first before you can have other licenses located there. And again, the building is about 10 or 12 days from being completed. I have 2 other licenses that I've filed with the city clerk that are awaiting the garage license so we can have an official location for this business. We'll be again before you for how many cars we can store in and out, but he'll have several licenses there. And there are so many parking spaces. The city, all the city people, including Deputy Williams, has the parking plan that Scott Farrier of J.K. Holmgren has done, and it is just an ideal location for those things. David, again, has been with the city and his father forever, and he, in fact, has the city towing itself situation, so he's a very suitable person to be here for the garage license.
Mr. Lynch, I'm assuming that you are in favor of that as well, right?
Yes.
We shouldn't assume, but I'm going to assume on this particular.
Yes, sir.
Is anyone else here in favor of this petition? Well, Councilor, anything?
I am in favor of this. Mr. Lynch runs a very good operation. He's been doing business in the city for multiple of time and runs a very nice shop up there. I go by it every day. The grounds are immaculate, and I encourage my other councilors to support this.
Thank you, Councilor. Councilor Cash.
Thank you. Good evening, gentlemen. I want to speak in favor of this. Mr. Lynch, for many years, had his business in Ward 4. He is a kind, considerate neighbor. He keeps his property very clean. This has been his dream, to open his business on this side of town, closer to the highway. And I support this. I don't think we'll be sorry. Thank you. Good luck.
Very much.
Thank you, Council.
Anyone else? Hearing none, I declare that portion closed. Is there anyone here in opposition to this petition? If not, I declare that portion closed. Now, the question comes to us in a form of a hand vote. All those in favor of granting? All those opposed? It's granted.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Congratulations,
Thank you,
sir,
Mr.
and best
President.
of luck.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk.
Thank you.
Number 7.
Item 7, we have the petition of Solid Realty LLC, Yehaney Mitchko of 23 Williams Road, Holbrook, Mass. for a garage license transfer located at 967 Montello Street, Brockton. In City Clerk's office, January 12, 2024. Hearing assigned for March 25, 2024. Fire Department has no objections on the garage license transfer. All paperwork is on file.
Time having arrived, I declare this hearing open. Is there someone here in favor of this petition? If so, please give your name to the clerk. Name and address to the clerk.
Yehaney Mitchko, 23 William Road, Holbrook, Mass. 02343. I'm myself owner and operator of the Solid Auto Care, the repair shop located at 967 Montello Street, Brockton. And recently, I purchased that entire building with that parking lot for myself as a repair shop and also the tenants, present tenants in the same building. And for the 7 years I've been in that building, I've seen how hard to maintain and keep a clean the property while the owner is not on the building all the time. And I was taking a chance to making it better. Keep a clean parking lot from the cars parked overnight and the junk cars as a junkyard. Keep a clean property from the trash and just making it looks better. I cut the old branches on the trees to make it looks better, the parking lot itself. I have installed 16 cameras all around perimeter of the building to watch the condition in the parking lot, 24/7 recording service. Just trying to do better and get license for the garage under my name, just to be everything in the paperwork correct. That's pretty much it.
Madam Clerk, Madam Counselor, Counselor from Ward 4, McCaffrey.
Thank you. Good evening. Susan Nicastro, Ward 4. This property is located in Ward 4. Solid Realty LLC purchased it in June of last year. I'm very pleased that you're here tonight, sir. I wish you well in your business. I understand from others that it keeps a very good place and that we have high hopes. We've had challenges on Pinkham Street. This is at the corner of Pinkham and Montello. We've had challenges with homeless and with things being dropped off, and he's doing a very good job at keeping the property clean so far. So I have high hopes, and I support this. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Counselor Castro. Anyone else, councilors? Is anyone else here in favor of this petition? If not, I'll declare that portion closed. Is anybody here in opposition to this petition? Hearing none, I will close that portion as well. Now, the question comes on granting by hand vote. All those in favor of granting? All those opposed? It carries. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Number 8, sir.
Item 8, we have the report of the Finance Committee for its meeting of March 18th, 2024.
That's accepted and placed on file.
We have a communication from the mayor reappointing Ms. Jean Fuller-Jones of Brockton, Mass. to serve on the Council on Aging as a member for a 3-year term expiring April 2027.
That'll be accepted and placed on file.
Communication from the mayor reappointing Ms. Joyce Foran-Voris of Brockton, Mass. to the Conservation Commission as a member for a 3-year term ending March 2027.
That too shall be accepted and placed on file.
Communication from the Chief of Police requesting authorization to expend grant monies related to the fiscal year 24 Critical Incident Stress Management Program from the Executive Office of Public Safety and Security's Office of Grants and Research in the amount of $31,000.
Accepted and placed on file.
From the BD grant writer relative to the same.
Accepted and placed on file.
From the mayor recommending the same.
That too accepted and placed on file.
Communication from the CFO relative to the same.
That too is accepted and placed on file.
We have a communication from the mayor in accordance with the general laws of Massachusetts, Chapter 44, recommending that the City Council authorize the acceptance and expenditure of the earmark in the amount of $100,000 from the Massachusetts Department of Public Health to the City of Brockton. The earmark funds will be used to fund substance use and harm reduction services. There is no match required.
That will be accepted and placed on file.
Communication from the CFO relative to the same.
Accepted and placed on file.
Communication from the Chief of Police requesting acceptance of the enclosed money order for $25 made payable to the Brockton Police Department from Tonya DeAndrade that was given to the department as a generous donation.
Accepted and placed on file.
Communication from the mayor recommending the same.
Accepted and placed on file.
Communication from the CFO relative to the same.
That too will be accepted and placed on file.
We have the appointment of Ms. Chris Lane Bonney of Prospect Street, Brockton, Mass. to serve on the Elections Commission for a 4-year term ending February 2028. In City Council, March 11th, 2024, read and referred to the Standing Committee on Finance. That report was favorable.
The question comes to us for confirmation by a roll call. Madam Clerk, please read the...
Azak?
Yes.
Durancourt?
Yes.
Farwell?
Yes.
Griffin?
Yes.
Lally?
Yes.
Nicastro?
Yes.
Rodriguez?
Yes.
Texera?
Yes.
Thompson?
Yes.
9 in the affirmative.
Number 21, sir.
You want to pass it? The appointment is confirmed.
Oh, the appointment is confirmed. Sorry about that.
That's all right. 21, ordered that the City of Brockton appropriates the amount of $2,500,000 to pay costs of a feasibility study related to options for reconstructing the existing Brockton High School and/or construction of a new Brockton High School at 470 Forest Avenue in Brockton, including the payment of all costs incidental or related thereto, and for which the city may be eligible for a grant from the Massachusetts School Building Authority, MSBA. Said amount to be expended under the direction of the School Building Committee. To meet this appropriation, the city treasurer, with the approval of the mayor, is authorized to borrow said amount under and pursuant to Mass General Laws, Chapter 44, or pursuant to any other enabling authority. The city acknowledges that the MSBA's grant program is a non-entitlement, discretionary program based on need. as determined by the MSBA, and any cost the city incurs in excess of any grant approved by and received from the MSBA shall be the sole responsibility of the city, and that the amount of borrowing authorized pursuant to this order shall be reduced by any grant amount set forth in the feasibility study agreement that may be executed between the city and the MSBA. Further ordered that the city treasurer is authorized to file an application with the Commonwealth of Massachusetts Municipal Finance Oversight Board to qualify under Mass General Laws, Chapter 44A, any and all bonds or notes of the city authorized by this vote, and to provide such information and execute such documents as the Municipal Finance Oversight Board of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts may require. In City Council, January 22, 2024, read and referred to the Standing Committee on Finance. That report was favorable.
The question is on passage to a third reading by a hand vote. All those in favor? All those opposed? It passes.
Item 22, ordered that the City Council votes to adopt and accept the provisions of Mass General Law, Chapter 40, Section 32A, relative to the publication of ordinances. Adoption of Mass General Law, Chapter 40, Section 32A, will allow for publication of ordinances by the City Council in a municipal bulletin or printed pamphlet, except for zoning ordinances or amendment thereto, which will require a summary published at least 2 times in a newspaper of general circulation in the city. In City Council, March 11, 2024, read and referred to the Standing Committee on Finance. That report was favorable.
The question is on adoption by a roll call. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Azak?
Yes.
Drayencourt?
Yes.
Farwell?
Yes.
Griffin?
Yes.
Lally?
Yes.
Minicello?
Yes.
Nicastro?
Yes.
Rodriguez?
Yes,
Texera?
Yes.
Thompson?
Yes.
10 in the affirmative.
the order is adopted.
Item 23, order that the City Council authorizes the acceptance and expenditure of the total grant funds in the amount of $50,000. Thank you. From the Department of Elementary and Secondary Education, $50,000, to the Parks and Recreation Department, $50,000. In City Council, March 11th, 2024, read and referred to the Standing Committee on Finance. That report was favorable.
The question is on adoption by a roll call vote. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Azak?
Yes.
Drayencourt?
Yes.
Farwell?
Yes.
Griffin?
Yes.
Lally?
Yes.
Minicello?
Yes.
Nicastro?
Yes.
Rodriguez?
Yes,
Texera?
Yes.
Thompson?
Yes.
10 in the affirmative.
the order is adopted.
Item 24, order that the City Council votes to adopt and accept the provisions of Mass General Law, Chapter 60, Section 3F, relative to voluntary donations to the city's Veterans Funds. Adoption of Mass General Law, Chapter 60, Section 3F, will allow for the city to designate a place on its municipal property tax bills or motor vehicle excise bills, or mail with such bills a separate form, whereby taxpayers of the city may voluntarily check off, donate, and pledge an amount of money above the amount due on their tax or motor vehicle excise bill to contribute to the city's Veterans Assistance Funds. The Veterans Assistance Funds shall be under the supervision of the city's Veterans Services Department. In City Council, March 11th, 2024, read and referred to the Standing Committee on Finance. That report was favorable.
The question is on adoption by a roll call vote. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Azak?
Yes.
Drayencourt?
Yes.
Farwell?
Yes.
Griffin?
Yes.
Lally?
Yes.
Minicello?
Yes.
Nicastro?
Yes.
Rodriguez?
Yes,
Texera?
Yes.
Thompson?
Yes.
10 in the affirmative.
the order is adopted.
Ordered that the following named sum be and the same is hereby transferred as the same was submitted by the mayor as follows. Transfer of $1,250,000 from overlay surplus, $1,200,000. From police department full-time salaries, non-overtime, $50,000. To law department court judgments, $1,250,000. This transfer will be to fund a court settlement for a recently settled lawsuit. In City Council, March 11th, 2024, read and referred to the Standing Committee on Finance. That report was favorable.
The question is on adoption by a roll call vote. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Azak?
Yes.
Drayencourt?
Yes.
Farwell?
Yes.
Griffin?
Yes.
Lally?
Yes.
Minicello?
Yes.
Nicastro?
Yes.
Rodriguez?
Yes,
Texera?
Yes.
Thompson?
Yes.
10 in the affirmative.
and the order is adopted.
Mr. President, on this matter, I move reconsideration in the hope it does not prevail.
Second.
Motion for reconsideration has been properly made in second. All those in favor of reconsideration? All those opposed? It fails.
Item 26, resolve, whereas the traffic pattern for Warren Avenue between Spring Street and Belmont Street will eventually be modified as part of the new public safety campus at Warren Avenue and West Elm Streets. Now therefore be it resolved, DPW Commissioner Patrick Hill be invited to a meeting of the council to discuss the details and work necessary to accomplish the project objectives. In City Council, March 11th, 2024, read and referred to the Standing Committee on Finance. That report was favorable.
The question is on adoption by a hand vote. All those in favor? All those opposed? The order is adopted.
Item 27, resolve, whereas the recruitment of professional, competent candidates for appointment to, to the police department is of critical importance for the public safety of the city. Now therefore be it resolved, Police Chief Brenda Perez and other appropriate staff be invited to a meeting of the City Council to discuss issues relating to the recruitment and retention of police candidates. In City Council, March 11th, 2024, read and referred to the Standing Committee on Finance. That report was favorable.
And the question is on adoption by a hand vote. All those in favor? All those opposed? The order is adopted.
Item 28, order that the City Council authorizes the acceptance and expenditure of the total grant funds in the amount of $31,000 from the Executive Office of Public Safety and Security, $31,000, fiscal year 24 Commonwealth Critical Incident Stress Management Program, to the Police Department, $31,000.
That would be referred to the Committee on Finance.
Ordered that the City Council authorizes the acceptance and expenditure of the earmark in the amount of $100,000 from Massachusetts Department of Public Health to the City of Brockton. The earmark funds will be used to fund substance use and harm reduction services. There is no match required.
That too will be referred to the Committee on Finance.
Number 30, ordered that the City Council authorizes the acceptance and expenditure of a donation in the amount of $25 from Tonya DeAndre to the Brockton Police Department.
That too will be referred to Finance.
And that's all I have, Mr. President.
No late files?
No late files that I'm aware of.
Council recognition. Council Azak and then Howard.
So I just want to send a huge congratulations to Brockton High School's Drama Club, who won the state championships this past weekend. It's amazing. I think we have very talented students, and of course their leaders there, their teachers, Mr. Hogan and Miss Thomas. I was so proud of them. I just want to send out a huge congratulations because that's really a huge win. So congratulations to Brockton High School's Drama Club.
Thank you.
Great job.
Council.
Mr. President, members of the council, the Ordinance Committee will be meeting this Wednesday, March 27th at 6 o'clock here in Council Chamber. So those who are on the Ordinance Committee, please mark your calendar. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Anyone else? I have one. Councilors and the folks that are watching us at home, we would like to announce that on April 11th at 6 p.m., there will be a joint convention here in the City Council chambers that we're going to bring the council and the school committee members and the mayor for us to select the replacement for the vacant Ward 1 school committee member. As we have been telling folks, those individuals that are interested in participating in this process or being considered should submit their notice of doing so to our city clerk, who will share that amongst ourselves. So April 11th at 6 p.m. right here in the council chambers. Did I do it?
You did it well.
Okay. Councilors, having any business, anything else that we want to? Having absolutely no further business for the people of the city of Brockton, this meeting is now adjourned.